Hey Vegeta, our opponents are some cute ones. Don't think we'll go easy on ya.
Hey guys, DB right here, and here with part 3 of What If Sailor Moon Was in Dragon Ball Z. And continuing right where we left off from the previous part, we had Uranus, Neptune, Piccolo, and Gohan, who have now come face to face with Nappa and Vegeta. Oh, and of course, Krillin's there too. And they have a little scuffle with Nappa and Vegeta's Cybermen. However, it's a much more even short scuffle than what it was in the original. For one thing, Gohan's not as hesitant this time. He's able to look after himself this time around, Piccolo not having to save him. Thanks to Uranus and Michiru, or rather Hiraka and Michiru, Sailor Uranus, Sailor Neptune, same people. Also, working with Gohan. And also getting to know the kid better. So, that does make a little bit of difference. Although still, no, the Cybermen are destroyed. We've got to have a little fun with this. And, well, then after that little scuffle, the rest of the Dragon team arrive, as per the original, Tien, Chaozu, and Yamcha, and they decide to make an entire sport out of battling with the Cybermen, just like they do in the original anime. And well, firstly you get Tien, who fights and defeats his Cybermen relatively easy, like he does in the original. And then of course, we get Yamcha battling his Cybermen, and well, what looks to be a pretty easy win again for Team Earth. Well, we know what would have happened in the original timeline from this point. The Cyberman gets himself back up and jumps towards Yamcha, but this time, he doesn't grab Yamcha, he doesn't get the chance, because suddenly, out of nowhere, Moon Tiara action! Sailor Moon out of nowhere throws her Moon Tiara action attack and vanquishes that Cyberman. That Cyberman is dead and Yamcha is still alive as a result. Growing evil alien things to attack the Earth and hurt our friends is unforgivable. We are the pretty guardians who fight for truth and justice and love. I am Sailor Moon, and by the name of the moon, I'll punish you. You know, you gotta, like I said, you know, this is Sailor Moon in Dragon Ball Z. You gotta have the catchphrases. It's part of the comedy that is Sailor Moon. And the Sailor Guardians descend onto the battlefield like heroes. Tien making some sort of, you know, smart ass comment. I was actually wondering if you girls are actually going to turn up. And what is that supposed to mean? Nothing, Bunhead. Bunhead? How dare you? Only my mamo gets to call me Bunhead. And so, with that, we pretty much get the remaining 4 members of the Sailor Guardians pretty much take out the rest of the Cybermen, no problem. So I guess the good thing is Krillin doesn't have to expand a lot of his energy, you know, taking out all of them at once. Why not? They've got the numbers. They've definitely got the numbers, and thanks to the Sailor Guardians trading with Roshi and with the Guardian of Earth with everyone else, they have become significantly more powerful than their original counterparts from the Sailor Moon anime. At least, as far as I'm guessing. After I'm going with the 90s anime, not the new one, not the Sailor Moon Crystal and Eternal and all those new ones. Which I do want to watch. I just haven't found somewhere where you can watch it, nor is it available in any of the DVD stores. Anyways, not the point. Well, now it is Nappa's turn to fight. And well, he's instantly charging in, and you got the Sailor Guardians dodging him like in their hilarious fashion like they do in every episode of their own show. And well, then Piccolo gets in the way, throws an energy blast at Nappa that Nappa's easily able to cancel out, and he decides to go straight for Tien Shinhan and proceeds to beat down on Tien Shinhan, much like he does in the original story, except the Sailor Guardians are trying to help and get him off Tien by firing their attacks that are basically doing nothing. Nappa's just sort of shrugging them off and ignoring them at this point. I can't believe how powerful this guy is. So, needless to say, their efforts aren't really helping much, at least at this point in the story. And, well, when Nappa has Tien down, Chaozu jumps on his back and does what he does in the original story. He self-destructs on Nappa, not really doing any damage to Nappa at all, dying for nothing. And this, in a way, is where the Sailor Guardians and quite frankly the Dragon Team are really experiencing the horror of what it is they are facing here. And, you know, as for the Sailor Guardians, they haven't had to see each other die, you know, since the Queen Beryl incident. And, well, Mercury is putting on her visor and trying to devise some sort of strategy in which they could maybe beat the Saiyans. And, well, Sailor Moon has decided to go on ahead and power up another Moon Tiara action, throwing it at Nappa, but now she has just made a big mistake. Now, let's examine Dragon Ball science here. Since Piccolo destroyed the moon and we got Sailor Moon and tactical Moon Tiara action, is firing one of those at a Saiyan probably a good idea? The answer, or in this case, for the sake of this story, no. She just hit Nappa with a direct blast of Bloods waves. You know the thing the Saiyans say comes from the moon that transforms them into great apes? Yes, so Nappa is undergoing great ape transformation. Vegeta hasn't been affected because, well, Vegeta hasn't been hit by the Moon Tiara action. It's just Nappa who's been hit by it. Now, this isn't going to give Nappa like a full nighttime's worth of rampaging. Now, this will only last about 10 minutes. After all, Moon Tiara action is a quick burst of moon energy. If it even is that at all. But, to make this story more interesting and have things go completely sideways, we are going to have it. We have a rampaging Grade 8 Nappa. Now, as we know, Nappa has a lot of experience in the Grade 8 form, so he's very much in control. So, yeah, our heroes are pretty much on the run at the moment. Avoiding Grade 8 Ki Blast, he's stomping around, smashing the mountainside. But hey, it makes for great television because the news is definitely getting all this footage, and it's like watching a monster movie at home for everyone else. Damn it, how did that Nappa transform without the moon? And Luna and Artemis, who are currently at Roshi's house, you know, they're the two cats that go with the Sailor Guardians. They're going, oh, you can blame Usagi for this one. I'm sorry, okay, but no one told us any of this. But it's okay. Mercury has somewhat of a plan. Firstly, information. Is there any way we can stop this beast? And well, Yamcha sort of pipes up, I know of one, you gotta cut off his tail. Either that or blow up the moon, which I already did. Trying to avoid this situation. I knew you girls would be a hindrance to us. And well, it is time for the Sailor Guardians to shine. So, with that, Mercury steps up front and powers up a bubble spray! The bubble's creating a mist when Nappa can't see. Remember, the Saiyans aren't wearing their scouters at this point because they know these guys can alter their power levels, so the scouters are useless. So Nappa cannot see where they are at the moment. And now Uranus powers up her talisman. Yeah, remember? Venus and Uranus both have talismans. And Uranus' talisman is in the form of a dagger, which with one powerful swipe, she's able to cut off Nappa's tail, and he is reduced to his normal form.
You cut off my tail. You'll pay for that one, ladies.
Now, while the mist is still in effect, the Sailor Guardians are pretty much hitting Nappa with everything they've got. Hitting him with Mars Fire Mandala, I forget Mercury's other attacks. Getting hit by Venus's Crescent Beam, and Sailor Moon using her ultimate attack, which she has in Sailor Moon Super, which is, I believe, Moon Heart Attack! Waving her nice pink wand-looking thing, firing powerful hearts at Nappa. Either way, Vegeta is not happy with this at all. Nappa's being made a fool of by a bunch of girls, and well, Piccolo and everyone else decide to take advantage of this attack as well, hammering Nappa from all sides. And well, with a combined attack with Gohan's Masenko and Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptunes, Deep Submerge! And I forget Uranus's attack. Planet Shockwave, I think it's called. The combined power is enough that Nappa is taken out. And well, this sorta leaves Vegeta speechless that Nappa has just been bested by a bunch of weaklings. And this isn't really good for Vegeta because now he's gonna have to fight these guys. And he can't, for the like of him, think of what it is that's making these guys so powerful. And well, it's definitely not the Z Warriors, it's the fact that the Sailor Guardians have this unstoppable teamwork. And so Vegeta decides, while everyone's sort of celebrating their little victory over Nappa, not really paying much attention to Prince Vegeta. After all, there hasn't been much Vegeta and Nappa dialogue and back talk that really has established that Vegeta is more powerful than Nappa. So, well, Vegeta takes a surprise shot and pretty much instantly fries Jupiter and Mars. Jupiter and Mars are now dead, And don't worry, I didn't do that because I'm a Mars and Jupiter hater. It's just, I'd find, yeah, someone had to croak it. The point is, with them two now down, that does break up the teamwork a little bit, and he does manage to get another shot in, this time taking out Yamcha. That's right. And basically, Vegeta's basically preparing to power up a fully powered Gallic gun in order to take out everyone else. Vegeta has had enough of this. But luckily for them, this is where Goku has arrived, and he's pretty much powering up to Kaioken immediately, all the way up to ×3. Even though King Kai has told him not to do this, he can already sense that in order to stop Vegeta's attack, he's going to need all the power he can spare. So he will risk going into 3, and as Vegeta fires his Gallic gun, and Goku fires off a Kaioken ×3 Kamehameha, the beams are quite even. Now remember, Vegeta is not at all weakened at this point, so he can dig deep and summon more power, which he does. So even when Goku powers up to ×4, the beam is still pretty much even, with Goku pretty much tiring quickly and in agony, while Vegeta is still up there with a big smirk on his face. I'm evil! You should have stayed where you were, Kakarot! I win! But then, the Sailor Guardians pull off an attack the likes of which hasn't been seen since Sailor Moon vanquished Queen Mandalia in Season 1. Together, Sailor Mercury... That doesn't work, dude. You killed off Jupiter and Mars. But that doesn't stop them from appearing in spirit form like they did back when they battled Queen Mandalia. So yes, it does work. So yeah, I forgot about that. All the Queen Beryl incident, all the Sailor Guardians except Moon were killed, yet they still came back in spirit form and still were able to give Moon the extra power she needed to vanquish Mandalia. So yeah, it does work. What am I talking about? Alright. So, with that, Sailor Moon is transformed into her Princess Serenity form, with her nice little wand sticking out, and she's also adding to the Ki Blast, which essentially is keeping the Vegeta's Ki Blast at bay. But now, the other Sailor Guardians form around her, placing their hand on hers, doing the whole teamwork Power Ranger thing, and the spirit forms of Mars and Jupiter also appeared, doing the same thing, unleashing Princess Serenity's full power at the beam, which gives it just enough kick that it sends Vegeta flying towards the moon. Well, not towards the moon, up towards the heavens like in the original. And Vegeta is not having a good time of it. It's having the same effect on him like it does in the original. And Goku's pretty much already as tired as he is in the original at this point in the story. Difference is he's got all his backup there. And well, just like in the original, you got Yajirobe hiding back behind the mountains. He briefly appears to congratulate everybody, but once Vegeta turns up again, he hides. And well, Vegeta did plan to arrive at a point where the full moon's supposed to be at so he can transform. However, he can't do that. Piccolo destroyed the moon, and Sailor Moon's not going to hit him with another Moon Tiara action and hit him with a bunch of Bloods waves again. So Vegeta has to resort to his normal trick of using his own technique, the energy ball, and create the artificial moon, which he now does and now he himself is transforming into the great ape Ozaru. And I think, at least for now, that is where we're going to leave things. So what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this part of the story? How were the teamwork of the Sailor Guardians grabbing you? And I know having Mars and Jupiter coming back in their spirit form to assist with powering Moon's last attack just now was a bit of a stretch, but it did happen in Sailor Moon lore, so I didn't see why we couldn't do that here as well. Just because they've jumped dimensions. Anyway, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys again next time for part 4, which shall be the conclusion of the Saiyan arc of this What If. Alright, catch you later.